Guys, Tom here with AutoAvenues. Today we find ourselves at SCR again, and we're going to look at the installation of some sunburst bronze rims on a BMW M2. That's coming up right now.
Alright, so this car has wheel studs on it. We knew we were going to be swapping stuff around. We wanted some flexibility with spacers, wheel fitment, etc. So one of the first things we did was put studs on this. Any car you can be swapping wheels around, running spacers, etc. Studs are 100% the way to go. Once you have studs, you never go back. So we spec'd these wheels to fit perfectly without spacers. So we were able to slide the wheel on, bolt it up, fit the tire, fit the wheel, make sure we had brake clearance, make sure we had fender clearance, and now we are torquing everything. So on freshly powder coated wheels, what you end up with is you end up with a layer of powder coat between the seat of the nut, and the first couple times you torque them down, it's going to squish that powder coating out. So after we run the car for a couple times, get it hot, we'll re-torque them again. So torque the wheels 88 pounds in a star pattern, and I always go back and torque the first one twice because the first one usually sucks the wheel up and holds everything. So we're going to go around it in a star pattern twice. There we go. This guy's just dry. Put a little anti-seize on him. Good morning, YouTubers. We just finished installing a set of custom forge line wheels on our Project M2. We went with a sunburst bronze satin finish from Forgestar. These are the CF10s. We had them made in 19 by 10 front, 19 by 11 rear, and we just finished fitting 265 Potenza RE71s on the front and 285 RE71s on the back. Pretty big tire, considering the size of the car, but we wanted to max it out and see how much grip we could make. The tires fit on the wheels really well. Couldn't be happier with how they fit. They bolted right up, no spacers, no funny games, just a nice alignment, and the wheels go right on. So the process of ordering and speccing a set of custom wheels is a little bit more intensive than most people think. You can't just look it up on the internet and buy it. You actually want to measure your caliper clearance, measure your back spacing relative to your fenders and your struts and suspension, fender liners, etc. We actually measured 6 or 7 times on this car because it had to be right. So anytime you have a custom wheel made, as soon as you hit yes, make it for me, you own it. So if your numbers are wrong or if you fill out the form incorrectly, you own a set of wheels. So we were really careful about making sure that the numbers that we gave Forgestar were going to work perfectly, and we nailed it. In the process, we actually took the tire that we wanted to run and we put the tire on the 19 by 10 rear, and we used our spacer to fit exactly where we wanted the wheel and the tire to sit. Took all the measurements from that, spec'd them all out, and then had them made based on our trial and error. So we knew we had a bunch of room in the back because the inboard wheel clearance is really strong. The front was our limiting factor. So what we did to prove that the fronts were going to fit is we actually took one of the 19 by 10 rears, mounted our 265 Bridgestone on it, and slid it on and checked to see how much clearance we had relative to the strut, and then how much clearance we have with the sweep of the wheel. So these wheels do rub a little bit. It's not a bolt-on stock upgrade. These come with a little bit of a, every sword has two edges. So if you want big, stompy, nasty wheels and tires on the car, they're going to rub. They're going to chew up the fender liners. They're going to wear the tires a little bit differently than a stock car will. That being said, in the fast car, high mod, high limit game, fender liners are kind of disposable. It's more of a consumable item for cars like this. I put fresh fender liners on it about once a year. That's about it.
Well guys, thanks for tuning in. I'd also like to thank Mark for taking the time out of his day to show us his M2 upgrades. And if you liked what you saw, keep tuning in. We're going to be doing more and more of these videos as this M2 continues to develop and progress. Until then, hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.